Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a soft-spoken video. Hopefully it's soft enough so that it's relaxing, but I haven't done one of these before, so I thought I might shake things up a bit. And sorry if my voice sounds kind of masculine. It's because I have a cold. So yeah. And I thought about speaking about my comic book collection. Just hit my face there. But yeah, quite a few, but it's not that big. It's like a small collection, so thank God for that, or we'd be here all night. But yeah, along with that, I am thinking I could do a candy sounds as well, just because I have these. So here we go. I just burst the bag open, but oh well. These probably don't make any sounds, but it's yummy. Okay. So the first one I have is Journey into Mystery. And this one's based entirely off Loki's story, I think. But yeah. I literally walked into the store and was like, do you have any comic books on Loki? And they were like, this is the one. So I'm hoping that it's gonna turn out pretty good. I haven't started it yet. I should probably start that. I'm sorry if I'm chewing really weirdly. I've never chewed in front of a camera before, so it's either going to turn out really good or really bad. There's no middle ground. Okay, the next one I have, well, the next sort of series is Avengers vs. X-Men. This one's a really good series, mainly because it has basically all my favorite characters in it. Has the Phoenix Force, which isn't really a character, but it's my favorite entity. And Cyclops. So yeah. And I quite like Captain America too. So that's all good. And the next ones, these are just previews and season guides. These are just like, sorry. These are just like starters, just to show you what's like coming up in the next comic book series. And I think these have like the first pages. It's quite thick, so. And it usually has like the cover. So yeah, it'll have like different artworks from different comics. So that's the Amazing Spider-Man, and you have Iron Man there, and all that good stuff. So that's about it for the paperbacks. And from here on out it's just books, like hardback covers and card covers. And I want a small sweet so that my mouth doesn't look so full. Green. So this was in my other video. I don't know how long ago that was, but it was quite a while ago. I did a book page flipping one because these pages were really like thin. It doesn't want to turn. But yeah, this one I just picked up randomly because I was like, okay, it looks quite interesting. Battle for the Cowl. Basically what happens when everyone thinks that Batman dies and they start freaking out. And they're like, ooh, who's gonna take over the cowl? So it's literally a battle for the cowl. But yeah, finished that one. I quite liked it. It was interesting. I might read that one again because a lot happens. Yeah. But anyway. Moving on with the Batman theme. I recently got this one for my birthday. And this is really thick. This is like the thickest comic book I have. And I think this is what happens after Gotham is in ashes or something. Yeah, it's like Gotham's gone into, I want to say recession, but I don't think that's the right word. Basically everything's just gone haywire, like the government's totally screwed up. And I think Batman has not shown up in ages, and so everyone thinks that Batman's abandoned them. And yeah, just what happens when suddenly Batman comes back, and it's all like, ooh, is he gonna stay? And everyone gets really mad at him. But yeah, I'm literally not even halfway. My bookmark has fallen out, but it's okay. I'm literally that far. So I still have to continue with that. Yeah. Another one with my going on with the Batman collection. Sorry, I can't speak. This is probably one of the best comics I've read. Just because it's really artistic, I think. Yeah, and it's just really well written. Arkham Asylum, Serious House on Serious Earth. Yep, got it. If you don't like kind of, I don't really want to say gore, but it's sort of gory in a sense that it's disturbing. Some parts are really disturbing. Like, some parts just really got to me. I was like, oh my god, seriously, that just happened. There are some pretty creepy pictures. I don't really want to show it because this is meant to be a relaxing video. And, I don't think scary faces like that one would be really relaxing, so. If you want, I'll show it on a separate video where I flick through these, but not this one. But yeah, and you can see that the pages go white after a while. This is because it actually has the full final manuscript of the comic, which is really interesting to read. I've read over that at least 3 times, and it's like in pure typewriter font. It's purely legit. It's really good. Like, it goes into so much detail as to why the panels are like how they are drawn. But yeah, it's basically what happens when the Joker takes over the asylum and they demand Batman to come in and join them. And so the Joker kind of sets up this whole maze, kind of cat and mouse thing. So it's really interesting. I've read this like 3 times. Yeah, it's like a psychological rather than physical kind of thriller. So not only do I have Batman, but I also have Superman. I actually only have 1 of these, but I might get more because these are just really cute to read in the morning. This is the very first, so it's literally the very first Superman comic that came out. And the paper is like, it's like kind of pulpy. I would say pulpy paper, but I'm not sure if that's the right term. But yeah, it uses like, they're all the same prints. And they're all so colorful and so cute. And it's like, I feel so sorry for Superman sometimes when he's Clark Kent and Lois just totally like blows him off. Like, no, you're such a weakling. It's like, well, wait till you see him in the costume. But yeah. I've read this about 2 times. My aircon's making weird noises. But yeah, that's just like a series of stories with Superman in them. They don't really have a set plot line, but it's a good read. I like it. The shooting star. Okay. I don't want to seem like I'm talking with my mouth open, but okay. This one is another Loki comic. It's more based on Loki. I'm not really much for Thor. I don't know why, even in the movies. I watched Thor just so I could see Loki. And Tom Hiddleston did a really good performance. Just pointing that out. Testing? Okay, that's good. But, yeah. On the back it says there are 2 sides to every story. And, it's true, there are 2 sides to every story. And this is Loki's side. It's really well drawn. I really like the artwork. And, it shows kind of Loki's inner turmoil. So it's what happens when Loki actually manages to kidnap Thor. Did he kidnap him? I don't know. He puts him under arrest, I think. Well, he puts him in chains. And, so he's finally ruler of Asgard. And he's got everything he wants, but he's still really unsatisfied. And it just shows his, what he actually feels towards his brother. Because there's a huge plot twist at the end, but then I don't know, I was really disappointed with the ending. I mean, I don't want to give it away, but I was just really disappointed. I think you can tell why, because Loki's my favorite character. So, yeah. Another comic. This is like a collection of comics. Girl comics. This was actually the first comic that I got, I think. Is it? Yeah. Girl comics. It's literally in the title. These are all comics that feature girls. Yeah, it's like from the beginning, women have made substantial and indelible contributions to Marvel Comics, putting the focus squarely on the talents and achievements of the fairer sex. Girl Comics is a collection of stories from an entirely female creative team. So this was made by women. Yay. But yeah, it has my favorite superheroes in them, some like Jean Grey, Phoenix Force. One of them has Wolverine in them, which is one of my favorite parts, because he's really sweet to the person he's talking to, but I don't know what her name is. Some Asian chick. But yeah, if you're a girl and you don't like comics, but you kind of want to like comics, I don't know, then this is like a good starter, because it shows you what, how Marvel can also like make comics for girls. That makes sense. But yeah. And this is the final comic. Sad, I know, but this is one of my favorites. I'm actually gonna have to get the second one in the series. Kick-Ass. It's so good. I just finished reading it, and I'm gonna read it again because I really like it. It's basically, if you haven't seen the film, then read the comic first, because there's a lot that they changed in the film. I was actually surprised reading this because they changed like Dave and Katie's relationship a lot. Like in the movie, they actually become boyfriend and girlfriend, but in the comic book, when Dave says, "I'm not gay, I've just been faking it," Katie goes ballistic and orders her boyfriend to beat him up, which is a bad thing. But yeah. I really want to get Kick-Ass 2, mainly because I want to read the comic before I see the movie, which is coming out sometime this year, I think. It's just been one of my favorite comic book stories ever, mainly because it's told from a very real point of view. Like, the comic book is very, it's very gruesome. If you don't like gore, then don't get this, because it's filled with like blood and guts, and it shows what actually happens when if people were to become superheroes in our society, what could happen to them, and bad things can happen. Yeah. So if you're a comic book reader and you haven't gotten Kick-Ass, then get Kick-Ass. It's really good. Obviously I'm not trying to boast about my little collection. It's literally like 8 books deep. My collection is 8 books deep. But yeah, it's it's really small. I'm not much of a hardcore comic book reader, but I like them, let's just say. Yeah. I might do, I don't know what I might do next. I think I might do a sounds video, because you guys might be a bit sick of seeing my face. I do have a Facebook now, that's open to like the public, because I don't really want to use my personal Facebook, because then I'll get really mixed up with like my ASMR friends and my actual friends, and then my real friends will all be friends, but my school friends will be like, wait, who are these people? I'll have to explain everything, and my school friends don't know about my ASMR life. It's like my alter ego. But yeah, so if you want, feel free to add me. I am accepting anyone because it's like a totally public account. But yeah. And if you have a Tumblr, follow me on Tumblr. So that's it for now. And I'll see you in the next video. I hope you have a good night. Bye.